This is a follower-submitted cake story, so let's dive in. It is, am I the astronaut for being mad at my husband for ordering cake? I, 28 female, and my husband, 30 male, were out to dinner to celebrate our anniversary. We went to one of the nicer restaurants in our town, and with our 3 kids, all under the age of 7, we don't get many date nights out with just the 2 of us. We both have lived in our hometown our whole lives and knew each other in high school, but we were never really close. We became closer friends towards the end of our senior year in high school and started dating when we ended up going to the same college, which is also in our town. As we are enjoying some wine and chatting away, all of a sudden I see that my husband is distracted and looking across the restaurant. I finally get his attention and he says that he sees someone he knows. Let's call her Macy, and excuses himself and goes over and starts talking to her at the bar. For context, Macy is his ex. Shit balls. Why would you do that, bro? From middle school, high school. They dated from 8th grade until she broke up with him midway through our senior year. She was the popular, stereotypical cheerleader type and cheated on him with his best friend. It was all the talk of our small high school. Anyway, he was heartbroken. As far as I know, he hadn't seen her since then, being as how she moved away from our town once we graduated. He was over there talking and laughing with her for at least 15 minutes while I sat trying not to stare at them. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this too. When he finally came back to the table, he was in such a good mood. Then told me all about her life story and how it's her birthday, and she is just in town for the night visiting family. Next thing I know, the bartender brings her a big piece of cake, and the staff and restaurant, including my husband, start singing happy birthday. I wasn't thrilled, but oh well. After we finished our dinner, the waiter asked if we wanted any dessert. My husband quickly said, no, we'll just take the check. I was disappointed since it was our anniversary. I thought we could share a piece to celebrate, but I got over it. My husband paid the bill, went back to the bar and said goodbye to Macy, and we left. While we were in the car on the way home, I was looking at the receipt and noticed that they charged us for a piece of cake. I said, that's weird. They charged us for cake and we didn't order any. My husband then says, oh, I ordered the cake for Macy for her birthday and asked them to sing to her. I lost it. I told him I couldn't believe he would order her cake, but not us for our anniversary. He said he didn't know what the big deal was, and she was alone on her birthday and he was just being nice. We didn't talk the rest of the way home, and I slept on the couch on our anniversary. We have hardly talked the last few days, and it still just really bothers me. Am I overreacting and seeing something that isn't there? Am I the astronaut for being upset with him? Okay, let's start here. Am I the astronaut for being upset with him? That's a feeling, right? Am I the astronaut for feeling this? No, not at all. You can't be the asshole for feeling what you're feeling here. The question is, am I the astronaut for being mad at my husband for ordering cake? No, you can't be an asshole for feeling that and for speaking up about it either. The fact that he doesn't see why you're mad, he doesn't see anything wrong with what he's done here is what makes him a brozo. I think you're going to have to spell it out for him. And how he responds to that will further determine this, but you're going to have to spell out for him and be like, okay, let me explain to you what I saw and what I felt, and just tell me how you would react. Or go ahead and flip the script on him and be like, hey, if we were out to dinner and I saw my ex sitting there alone and left the table to go talk to him for 15 minutes, came back and was laughy and chatty, and then come to find out I had bought him a piece of cake and had got the whole restaurant to sing to him, and then it was our anniversary dinner. And at the end of it, when asked if we wanted any cake, quickly said no, and we went about our way. How would you feel about that? Him not seeing that this is a big deal at all, it's a brozo move. He's minimizing your feelings. He probably knows that he screwed up, and he's just trying to minimize it and move past it as if that's going to work, as if that's going to solve the problem. Just sweep it under the rug. It's okay. Put your feelings in a to-go box and just get rid of them. It'll be fine. He either doesn't realize what he's done to cause your feelings harm, or he realizes it and he's just trying to minimize it and move on quickly. I don't know which it is. I do think you have to have a conversation with him and be like, okay, look, this is an issue that we need to talk about. I need you to understand the pain that this caused and either explain it or apologize for it. Give him the opportunity. Be like, look, I need you to understand the pain that you caused me because I want this to be a learning moment for all of us and for it to never happen again. That's it. You're fully justified for being pissed. I kind of think in putting myself in her shoes, if that had happened after about 3 minutes, I'd have been like, all right, I'm going to crash this party. Hi, so nice to meet you. I'd go introduce myself. And sitting there alone gave OP more time to stew and to get pissed about it. I don't know what he was thinking here. I really don't know what he was thinking here. He turned the wrong way at every point here. The quicker you address those things, it's easier to overcome them, right? Strike while the iron is hot. If you have that conversation immediately, you at least have the ability to pivot away from it. What's happening now when you don't talk about it? When you don't talk about it, he's pissed off because he's like, why am I being punished for this? It makes no sense. You're pissed off because you're stewing on it and letting it bubble and letting it grow. And it's just fermenting and becoming stronger with you. So there's no solution to be had here in the interim and this lame duck phase between cause and effect here, or between cause and reaction. There's nothing good happening there. So why not just have the conversation as soon as possible and be like, I need you to understand because this should never happen again. And I want to give you the opportunity to explain it so that what I'm feeling right now can either be remedied or validated. Part of the explanation it is, I think you need to understand that this girl who broke your heart a long time ago and you haven't seen since, you decided to get up and walk away from your wife for. Buy her something, come back all giddy, and then not have that same vibe whenever you got back with your wife and left. That is a problem, sir. It's a problem. Yeah, on your anniversary, on your ex's birthday, dude, you got to understand that you've made some bonehead moves here.